How's it going? Let's look at some things that happened on this day in rock for November 8th. 1971, Led Zeppelin released their fourth album. It has no title on it. It has no band name on it. It's often referred to as the fourth album, or some people call it Zoso. That was the symbol that Jimmy Page created for each member of the band. That's his symbol, the Zoso symbol. It's also known as the Rune album or the Hermit album. Speaking of the Hermit, that's what's on the front. This is an oil painting that Robert Plant found somewhere in London, just kicking around one day. Bought that, and now it's the album cover from 1971. It has the great song Black Dog on here. It has Going to California. Of course, Stairway to Heaven, Rock and Roll. Great album. Over 37 million copies of this album have been bought. One of the greatest albums of all time, released on this day, November 8th, 1971. And it was on this day in rock 1975 that David Bowie made his U.S. television debut. He was on Cher's CBS television show. He did the song Fame. That was his big song at the time. He was living in New York. He wrote that song along with John Lennon during a jam session at the recording studio. And on this day in rock, November 8th, 1980, American rock band Kiss, they kicked off the Unmasked tour in Australia and New Zealand. They played 4 nights at the Perth Entertainment Centre. And it was on this day in 1986 that Berlin started a 4-week run at #1 with the song Take My Breath Away. That was a song written by Giorgio Moroder, featured on the soundtrack for the movie Top Gun from 1986. And finally, on this day in rock 2008, Australian rock band AC/DC started their 2-week run at #1 with their song Black Ice, off their 15th studio album, Black Ice. That song was #1 in 29 countries around the world. All right, that's a look at a few things on this day in rock for November the 8th. Thanks a lot for watching. I'm Mark Waldy.